Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And the question for today is binary tree level order traversal. So given a root of a binary tree, we have to return the level order traversal. So there are different kind of traversal for tree: pre-order, in-order, post-order, and level order traversal. So one such traversal is level order. So in this question, we have to just perform the level order traversal. So what does level order means? That first level, second level, and third level. So first tree will be printed in 9, 20, 15, 7, so on and so forth. Alright. Yeah. So that's the thing for level order traversal. Now if you're not familiar with level order traversal, let's see how we are going to solve this kind of problem. Alright, so I hope the traversal is clear. I don't need to solve it with another example. Now let's see for the constraint. The constraint given to us is that the number of nodes in the tree could range from 0 to 2000. So it could be 0 if whether it is empty. Alright, it could be null. Yeah, but the value it could range from minus 1000 to 1000. These about the value constraint we don't care as much, but we care about the 0 to 2000 number of nodes. Alright, yeah. So we have to take this. No matter the value, we just have to fill it in an array and array list, 2D array list, and return it. Alright. So no matter the value, we just have to return the traversal order. Alright. So traversal order for anything is nothing but how we just traverse it, how we approach the elements one by one present in the tree. Alright. So moving on, let's see how we are going to solve this problem. So yeah, let's see with this example how we are going to solve the level order traversal for the tree. Alright, so moving on, that 3 is the root the given to us. So what we'll do is we will solve this help of a queue. Why queue? Because why not stack? These are the very good questions, because this level order traversal is similar to as the breadth first search approach for a graph. As we all know that tree is nothing but a graph only with only two edges, and it's a directed one. All right, like it's from root to leaves. All right, it's not like the any other graph, so it's kind of a special case for a graph. So the traversals for graph could also work on the traversals for tree. Alright, so one such traversal we have in a graph is the breadth first search. For the breadth first search, we look at the given edge and the corresponding edges first there, and then the corresponding to them. So for that we take a help of queue. So similarly in this traversal we will be using queue to traverse the graph. So as we know, at the root node the present is 3. Alright. Now to keep a check for the level that we have crossed one level, we will add some unique value. So the unique value for the level would be null, or you can add any value depending upon the constraints and the range given to us, but it is idealized to take standard values such as null. Alright, because this value can't occur in a tree if we are traversing it. Alright, yeah. So I hope it's clear up to here. Now moving on, now we will we will traverse this queue until and unless it's empty. Alright, so while the queue is empty, we will this check. So we will take the first value and pop it out. Alright, and store it in a temporary variable. First let me show you the traversal, then we will modify this algorithm by adding some array list in which we will store the result. Alright, now just focus on the basic algorithm. So we will pop this value from the queue and we will check whether it's null or not. If it's not null, then it is a node of a tree, and if it's null, that means that we have crossed a level. Now let's take a case when we pop it out, it's not null. Alright, if it's not null, we will check that if the node has a left subchild, that is the node dot left is not equal to null. If so, then we will, because we have popped it out the element, so it won't be there. Now we will add its left subchild into the queue. So now after adding its left subchild, then we will check for the right subchild. So over here the right subchild is also not null. So if it's not null, we will just push it into the queue. Now the contents of the queue at this point after the first node is traversed is that its adjacent nodes, that is 9 and 20, are pushed into the queue and the 3 is popped out of the queue. Alright, I hope it's clear up to now. So here we will be adding that if temp.left is not null, then add temp.left, and if temp.right is not null, then add temp.left. So temp I am writing it and dot write for simplicity purpose dot not null. Then we offer, that is we of add into the queue the nodes temp dot left and temp dot right, or else we don't add them. All right, now moving on to the case after that, moving on to the case when we encounter a value that is null. So what does null signify? The null signifies that we have reached one level. Now this is the if part. Now in the else part we will see that is the queue is empty or not. Why we are checking that? Because we will see that if some root node has child and they are present in the queue or not. If they are present, so we need to check them as well. But if they are not present, that is we have popped the last element of the queue and it's empty, so we won't be adding one null extra. Alright, because at this level we will be adding a null value. Why null? Because a level is over and another level's children are already present in the queue, so we would be adding a null. So we will check that if queue is not empty, that is it's not empty, then we will add the null to q dot offer null. Alright, we will add null. So now as you can see, it's in a manner that first 3 was there, then null value, then 920 came, then null value, and if we traverse them, then these two will obviously come. Alright, I hope the traversal is clear at this point, why we are adding null values and how we are checking it and everything else. Alright, now moving on to the question that was given to us, that is the level order traversal. As of now, if we add print value up till here, then the values would be printed in a level order traversal way. Alright, so our job here is done. But in the question we have to return in the form of a 2D array list. So what we will do is we will just initialize a 2D array list of integer value answer that we say is equal to new array list. So we initialize this, that is a 2D array list. Then we will initialize a 1D array list. Why 1D array list? Because after processing where we want to keep the print value, we don't print them, we will just add them to this array list, and after we have proceed with one level, that is we have reached to the null value, we will add this array list to our integer main answer list, and we will make it again a new one, initialize again, because we will empty it because its content are already in the answer queue. Alright, so I hope this algorithm is clear and where we are putting this value, where we are initializing it, and all that is clear. This is just approach. I hope the approach is clear. When we will see the code, then you will see very clearly how these things are placed in it. Alright, so I'm not showing the code over here, I'm just telling you the approach. I'm explaining to you why we are adding null to it and what is the significance of this check in our algorithm and how this algorithm is being proceeded. Alright, so I hope it is clear up till now. Now moving on, let's see the code for this problem and let's finally once and for all clear this traversal from our mind. Alright, now let's see the code. Yeah, so here is a very well defined code written. So basically we have to return, because if the root is null we have to return empty list, not we have to return null, because in the test case mentioned over here we got the hint. Alright, so if it's empty, that is a null value, we will return an empty array list. Alright, I hope it's clear, because the return type is array list, it's not a tree node value. If it's tree node value we could have returned null, but since it's array list, so we have to return array list. So this thing, that's why it's initialized over here. Then we take our queue, we put one root and one level to it, we added null. Then this array list is initialized, that would contain the values present at the level and push them into the answer. Now let's see the main algorithm over here. So the main algorithm comprises of this. Alright, now let's see the main algorithm. So while queue is not empty, we are doing these things. Alright, now I will tell why I have put an add over here. Alright, now suppose we will pop pull out the first element, we will see if it's null or not. If it's not null, where we are adding the print statement, we add it to our array list. And the same checks, that is left not null, right not null, and putting them in the queue. Alright, moving on to the else part. Alright, if we have encountered null, that means we have created one level. Now I have told you why we are putting this check, so I don't need to tell it again. Now after that we will offer null, we will add our one level values to the main answer and we will initialize it again. Alright, when the last case arrives where these, well, suppose null is there, null is in the queue 410, and again we have added null. So when the last null arrives, since the queue is empty after this, it won't be adding null to it and it won't be adding these values to our answer. So these value will still remain in A1. Alright, so we need to add it again at the end of our loop. And we add it again and we return it. I hope the algorithm, the code is clear to everyone. If any of you is still facing any kind of difficulty, even a little bit, you can ask me in the comment section. I will surely reply to every one of you. And let's, as you can see, it's accepted. So let's submit it once again. This is a very clear and concise code. It will help you in many graph questions as well, because the graph algorithm, the breadth first search, is used over here. So I hope the algorithm is clear, the code is clear to everyone, and you can see it's accepted. So if you like this video, please press the like button, share it among your friends and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.